Hey everybody, welcome to the Justin T. Weller Show, broadcasting in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm Justin T. Weller.
And I'm Bret Steele.
As always, thank you very much for tuning in. Much like the title suggests, we are going to talk about the Niagara Falls trip that we took about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
So, without further ado, So aside from all the pretty scenery, this video is probably not going to be all too long. I just wanted to kind of sit down and give Bret more of an opportunity to reflect, because as a lot of you know who have been watching everything that I do, the reason that we were in Niagara Falls was actually for a funeral that I went to. And while obviously that was the focus of it, we also had an opportunity to kind of reflect on our own relationship and enjoy the sights. So I guess getting there and the first several hours that were consumed by the funeral were all kind of a doom and gloom type of deal. But after that, I thought it was a lot of fun, and maybe not even fun being the right word, but just good, like recharging. Even though we were actually only there for a day. Because
and the trip wasn't bad. It was about 7 hours, 5 hours. No, not 5 hours.
About 6 hours. In between that 5 and 7 mark.
Well, because it took 5 hours to get Cleveland.
So anyways, what did you think about the entire experience? Like how it affected me, how it affected you, that type of stuff. So it doesn't have to be real long either, but just kind of share what you thought.
Well, it was more me being very concerned about you in the whole grand scheme of things. Because I know it's someone that was near and dear to you, so I was very worried that there was going to be a lot of emotional things that came up, but you've handled it very well, and I'm very surprised and sort of shocked by that. But everyone deals with grief in different ways, so, and I'm happy it wasn't very traumatizing for you. But besides that, I went to Niagara Falls when I was like maybe in middle school, I believe, so it was nice to go back. It was much different than when I was a kid. Like, everything seems like a fantasy and it's like, woo, pretty things. But anyways.
You probably remember a little bit better now too.
Yeah, I do.
I went when I was real young, but
well, because when we were going, when we were leaving, I was like, hey, let's go over towards that Ferris wheel, and basically that's the whole strip I was staying by. Yeah.
We were on the Canada side as well. I suppose that's important to mention, because obviously there is a US and Canadian side, and we were in Canada, so we got what many would argue is the best view per the footage you could see, and a couple good shots. We actually got one printed as well.
Yeah,
which was the one that he wanted printed.
Yes.
So
we also took a lot of good photography over there. We like photography, jeez.
Yeah. Well, we didn't take photography. We took pictures. But it was good photography.
Shut up.
I knew what you were getting at.
We took a lot of photos. Yeah. Anyways, but It was a nice little 1-day trip that we had.
Other than that, we don't really have a lot else this week. It's kind of a shorter video, other than to update you guys that I do begin work for the Hillary Clinton campaign starting this next week, and Bret is starting his final year in college on Monday.
Unfortunately.
And then somebody else that I know is beginning their professorship at Urbana University back in my hometown, so that's pretty cool.
Actually, a really funny thing, I know someone who's going to start boot camp tomorrow. It's interesting.
A lot of stuff happening on Monday tomorrow, so but nonetheless, we're gonna try to keep up with videos and so forth. And during this time, I have decided to take a break from being on air at all of my True Chat stuff. So this show will continue, but obviously not as an official part of the network. It's just my personal show for the time being, kind of like it's always been. So just to update you guys on all that. But I will be returning to the network shows, including the Current Issues show, after the election is over. So stay tuned for all that. And in the meantime, you got anything else? No?
No.
All good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Still love me?
Apparently.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Anyway, as always, thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on The Justin T. Weller Show. Be the change.